Hey everybody, I trust that this is recording. The weather is quite interesting here in Pensacola. It is breezy. Last night the wind was howling, just like in Jerusalem. I'm up on the third floor in Jerusalem, and boy, does that wind sing a song. I wanted to continue with the subject of taking care of yourself. Wow, this is so critically important. How can we give? I spoke about this morning. How can we give out of an empty cup? We can only give out of the overflow if we want to be healthy individuals. And I find for me that if I don't put worship first, I am no use to anybody. And I believe that God comes first. He will always come first in my life. I often quote Matthew 6:33. Seek first the kingdom of God, and all things shall be added unto you. And I find that when I live my life that way, there's always time to accomplish what I need to accomplish. But if I don't put the Lord first, and if I allow the barrage of thoughts into my mind about this, that, and the other thing that I need to do, you could keep putting off the things of the Lord. You will run out of time. You will not be able to accomplish. God is meant to come first, and He is abundant life, and He wants us to be full of life and joy and peace and all good things. And when we eat of Him, gulp first, we will always have time. And so as I travel and as I visit my family and as I have to fall into a schedule that works for me, and that's key, it's got to work for me because I have nothing to give if I'm not going to the Lord first. I need to say hello to God first. I need to spend time with God first before I would even attempt to pour out. Yes, there's emergencies, there's things like that. But in the norm of things, God always has to come first. Let's not be pushovers. Let's not allow ourselves to be persuaded to take care of other people's needs first. No, and no. We need to take care of our own basic needs, spiritual needs, emotional needs, so that we can be a blessing, because God calls us to be a blessing. So we need to be with Him, fill up on Him, and then we have something truly wonderful to give to other people. And I love this. A brother in the Lord said this to me a few years ago, and I just loved it. Who we are in the flesh, our sinful nature, that is not who we are. That's the corrupted nature. That's a sabotage from what God wanted from us. The enemy tried to steal our lives, and we were headed for spiritual death. When we, like our forefathers, we were born into a sinful nature because of our forefathers. But when we receive the sacrifice of Messiah, Yeshua, which means God's salvation, and His blood that He shed for us on that tree of sacrifice, when we receive that, and then we are transformed by God, this is who we really are. That transformation, being rooted and grounded in Messiah Yeshua, that's who we really are. So let's think on these things. God bless you from sunny Pensacola, Florida.